The NFL never sleeps, and when it decides to shake the league, it does it loudly. 1 minute, a franchise quarterback looks secure. The next, his future is hanging by a thread. And right now, that storm is centered around one name: Kirk Cousins. According to reports coming straight out of ESPN, the Atlanta Falcons are expected to cut Cousins before the new league year begins in March. A stunning twist for a quarterback who signed a massive 4-year, $180 million deal just 1 season ago. This isn't just another roster move. This is a moment that could quietly signal the end of an era. What makes this situation even more fascinating is how fast everything unraveled. Cousins, once viewed as the steady veteran solution for Atlanta, lost his starting job late in the 2024 season to Michael Penix Jr. Injuries forced him back into action in 2025, where he made 8 starts, but the momentum was gone. The Falcons themselves are no longer the same organization that handed him that contract. A full front office reset followed the season, with franchise legend Matt Ryan stepping in as team president and Ian Cunningham taking over as general manager. New leadership, new vision, and possibly no place left for Kirk Cousins. So the big question becomes unavoidable: what's next? Does Cousins find one last NFL home, or is this the moment where he turns the page for good? As the conversation unfolds, league insiders keep circling back to a few potential destinations, but only 2 truly make football sense. The first is Pittsburgh. The Steelers are at a crossroads, especially if Aaron Rodgers does not return. They're a team built to compete now, not rebuild, and they value stability under center. In that scenario, Kirk Cousins represents a plug-and-play veteran. Someone who can start immediately, manage games, and keep the offense functional while Pittsburgh continues developing its future, whether that's a quarterback they draft or someone already on the roster like Will Howard. If the Steelers are willing to absorb part of Cousins' contract, this becomes the cleanest, most logical landing spot. 1 season, 1 mission, no long-term pressure. The second option feels almost poetic: Minnesota. A return to familiar territory, where Cousins once played some of his best football and was genuinely respected in the locker room. This isn't about reclaiming a starting job for years to come, it's about mentorship, stability, and insurance. The Vikings drafted J.J. McCarthy as a very young prospect, barely in his early 20s. There was never supposed to be a rush. Kevin O'Connell has already proven he can develop quarterbacks, and the organization understands that growth doesn't always happen on a fast track. Bringing Cousins back would allow McCarthy to learn, grow, and mature without pressure. And if injuries strike, as they often do, Cousins could step in without disrupting the system. Beyond Pittsburgh and Minnesota, though, the road gets narrow fast. Look at the New York Jets. They've already experienced the risk of going all in on an aging veteran quarterback. The offensive line might be serviceable, but committing to another late-career quarterback would feel like repeating a lesson they just learned the hard way. Miami? They already have Tua Tagovailoa, along with younger, cheaper depth options waiting for their moment. Arizona? Kyler Murray is still young, athletic, and deeply tied to the franchise's future. Even comparing Cousins to someone like Jacoby Brissett raises an uncomfortable truth. At this stage, Cousins no longer clearly separates himself from the pack. When you scan the entire league from east to west, north to south, the reality becomes unavoidable. The market isn't warm. The chairs are mostly filled. And Kirk Cousins is 38 years old. That's where the third option enters the conversation, not as a rumor but as a real possibility: retirement. Cousins has already tasted life beyond the field. His broadcasting appearances showed a different side of him: confident, charismatic, comfortable. He wasn't just good, he was natural. Add that to the physical toll of the game, including an Achilles injury and years of wear and tear, and the picture becomes clearer. Sometimes the smartest move isn't chasing one more snap, it's knowing when to walk away on your own terms. A lucrative broadcasting career is waiting, and few quarterbacks are better prepared for it. But the story doesn't stop there. As the league gears up for Super Bowl 60, attention shifts to the future. Specifically, the next generation of quarterbacks who are already shaping history. Sam Darnold and Drake May enter the spotlight with a combined 33 regular season and postseason wins, the most ever for 2 quarterbacks heading into a Super Bowl. That alone tells you everything about how fast the league evolves. When you break them down side by side, the contrasts are fascinating. In terms of accuracy, not just completion percentage but ball placement, Sam Darnold gets the edge. He attacks the intermediate areas of the field with confidence, delivering passes that allow receivers to catch and run without breaking stride. Athleticism, though, belongs to Drake May. His ability to escape pressure, turn broken plays into big gains, and punish defenses that forget he's a runner makes him uniquely dangerous. Inside the pocket, May again stands out. He blends mobility with composure, creating second chances without panicking under pressure. Ball security, however, swings back to Darnold, especially in the postseason where he's protected the football flawlessly. And when the game tightens, when the moment feels heavier than the clock, clutch factor favors youth. Drake May plays free, fearless, and unburdened by expectation, making the biggest plays when they matter most. Yet when the Super Bowl kicks off, experience still matters. With a deeper arsenal of weapons and stronger protection up front, Sam Darnold appears better positioned to start fast and set the tone early. And that contrast, between the veteran nearing the end and the young stars just beginning, brings us full circle back to Kirk Cousins. This is the NFL cycle in real time. One chapter closing, another opening. Whether Cousins suits up one last time in Pittsburgh or Minnesota, or whether he trades the helmet for a microphone, his impact on the league is undeniable. The question isn't whether he was successful, it's how he chooses to define his final act. If you enjoyed this deep breakdown of the Kirk Cousins situation and the future of NFL quarterbacks, smash that like button, subscribe for more NFL news and analysis, and drop a comment below. Do you think Kirk Cousins should play one more season, or is it time to retire? Let's talk football. American football fire.